Hey guys, this is Clarissa Pena for CGS TV. I'm here at the Houdini booth with Kim Davidson, the co-founder of SideFX. Kim, could you please give us a brief history about SideFX?
Sure, very brief, because I've been in the business for 30 years, starting at a company 30 years ago doing computer graphics called Omnibus, and they went out of business, so I wanted to be in this industry, so I started SideFX, and I think one of the best things about being at Omnibus was we were the customer, so we have a stay really, really close to the customer, and I think that's what's kept us going for 30 years.
Absolutely. Where do you see SideFX going into the future?
Yeah, so that's the brief look back. So where the future? I'm not going to reveal any secrets today about what we're doing with Houdini, but I do want to say that SIGGRAPH is those places where we get those ideas, what to do, what not to do, which trends to follow, and what trends are only passing. And there's some amazing stuff here like the VR and the cloud and the rendering technology. So we're following all that. Our staff is here and they're staying in touch.
I'm here at the Houdini booth, and I'm here with Scott Keating, who is one of the product specialists for Houdini. Scott, can you tell us about what Houdini 15 has to offer?
Well, so with Houdini 15, one of the things that we really wanted to do was take Houdini, which is sort of known as a sort of a technical package, and really bring it forward so artists can use it in a more artist-friendly way. So a lot of our new sort of advances for 15, apart from the pure technological side, are really how artists work with those tools. So we'll have things like we've added these new tools for viscosity or high viscosity fluids. So the idea there is that we've had the ability to do this in the past. You can have high viscosity fluids, but what we really wanted to do is say let's simplify this process so that not just the technical artists can deal with it, that anybody can pick up Houdini, they can use these new shelf tools, and they can get in and really see like, oh, that's how I achieve that kind of effect. And then maybe, as an artist, they can dig deeper and learn more. But generally speaking, we want to sort of put a lot of the features forward so that artists can get their hands on them sort of right away.
Great. So how is it more user-friendly?
Well, again, a lot of it is just taking tools that have already existed, that are already sort of in Houdini, and basically wrapping them up so that you don't have to dive inside of nodes and dig around in there. We're sort of putting all the parameters, all the useful tools forward so that you can get to them right away, basically, without having to have a huge amount of knowledge about how everything works. Yeah.
Okay. Could you talk more about Cinema 4D, the rendering engine for Houdini?
So we have a sort of a plugin called Houdini Engine, and the Houdini Engine allows us to take tools that are built by artists in Houdini and sort of pull them out of Houdini and embed them inside of other applications. And so one of the ways that works right now is with Cinema 4D. So you can be a Cinema 4D user, take a tool straight out of Houdini and actually embed it inside of tools that you're already familiar with, like Cinema 4D, Maya, the Unity engine, things like that.
All right, so what do you have to say for the animators in Houdini?
Well, so in Houdini 15, we've done a lot of work on our animation tools, really trying to get them, again, a little more user-friendly, introducing things like onion skinning, so you can test out your animation across multiple frames. We have a new pose library, so you can set poses, store them in this library, and then just pull them up arbitrarily whenever you need them. And then just your basic sort of speed increases, so manipulating your characters are a lot faster. Everything's just a lot smoother and more interactive for the artist.
Scott Keating has a great story to tell us of how he first got involved with Houdini. Could you please share that with us?
Sure. So my background originally, my education is as a fine artist. So I learned traditional painting and sculpture. I have a degree, and then when I started working, I started doing illustration, and then eventually into comic books, doing coloring and illustration there as well. So very non-technical background, very artist-focused background. And then when I started to become interested in CG, I was looking around for what package did I want to learn. And then Houdini sort of has this idea that's very technical and it's very difficult for artists to use. But from my perspective, coming from sort of a fine art background, I really looked at it like it was open. I could do whatever I needed to do in it because it was so open and so flexible that any idea I had, I knew I could actually achieve it in Houdini. So for me, with, again, not having a technical background, not having a math background for sure, I was still able to get in there and really learn how it works and really do whatever I wanted to do, basically.
All right, well, thank you, Scott, for keeping us up to date on Houdini 15. This is Clarissa Pena signing off for CGS TV.